Hello and welcome to this demonstration video of the Simple Icon Creator project for Unreal Engine. This tool allows you to quickly convert skeletal meshes, static meshes and blueprint actors into clean, ready-to-use icons. These icons can then be used in your own project for equipment screens, skill trees, ability icons, or any other place where visual interpretation is needed. The entire project is built using blueprints only, making it not just powerful, but also a great learning resource for customization and extending functionality. Let's start with a quick look at the project structure. I will stop the project. In the content browser, you'll notice two folders. The demo folder, which contains assets used only for this demonstration, and it won't be included in the final product. The Simple Icon Creator folder contains all the actual logic and UI that powers the tool. For this demo, we'll be working with skeletal meshes, which we see right here, a pistol, which looks like this, an assault rifle, which looks like this, and a static mesh, which is a two-handed axe right here. And the blueprint actor. It's a simple sphere taken from the engine folder, and as you can see, the important part, the sphere has a relative offset from the root node right here, and I'll use it later to demonstrate the align location and align distance features. Now let's run the project and explore the main interface. All controls are neatly organized into sections, and the most commonly used ones are expanded by default for convenience. Every control comes with a tooltip to help you understand its purpose and making the system easy to navigate even on your first use. Let's begin with the pistol. So we choose a pistol here. As you can see, the default icon looks quite good. If you want to adjust it, such as changing distance from the camera, horizontal or vertical alignment, we can do so using the controls in the transform section. We can adjust the position by dragging the scroll bars or typing the values directly. We can also change the rotation or scales. To reset the alignment, we simply reload the asset. You can also zoom using the mouse wheel, and if the icon gets too big, you can hold the left mouse button and drag it around. If the icon gets lost, like this, you can always use the recenter icon to bring the icon back into the viewport. Once you are satisfied with the composition, type a file name, for example, the pistol here, and click Bake Texture. If we now stop the project and return to the content browser, we can see a new folder named Bake Textures, and this is our icon. As you can see, the icon is exactly as it looked in the preview, with a transparent background and 256 by 256 resolution. Now let's process the two-handed axe, so we load it up. It's already centered nicely, but we need to make a slight adjustment to rotation. So it's 90 degrees, a little bit more distance from the camera. Looks pretty good. So we just write the X here, bake the texture, stop the project, go into the bake textures folder, and as you can see, we have a nice icon for an X on a transparent background, 256 by 256. Now let's try the blueprint actor, the sphere that we mentioned earlier. To work with blueprint actors, we first need to enable the Show Blueprint Actors option in the Options section. This is turned off by default because loading blueprint actors triggers their begin play event, which isn't always desirable. Once enabled, we can select the BP sphere actor from the list or type its name in the search box. Sphere. Okay, here it goes. As you can see, the actor is loaded and centered correctly. We can enter the file name, bake the texture. So it's the sphere bake texture. We stop the project, go into the content folder. We can see that it's baked correctly on a transparent background with 256 by 256 resolution. Finally, let's process the assault rifle. This time we want the icon to have a different aspect ratio. So let's switch it to 512 by 256. The icon looks good, but there's a bit of pixelation around the edges, which we can see when we zoom it. To improve capture quality, open the capture section and increase the capture resolution to twice as much. So 1024 by 512. You'll immediately see a sharper, higher quality preview. Now enter the file name and bake the texture, the rifle. Back in the Baked Textures folder, we now have a crisp, white format icon of the assault rifle, exactly how we wanted it. Transparent background, 512 by 256. Let's take a look at the option sections, which offers additional customization. Show content only filters the asset list to include only items from the content folder. Disabling it shows assets from the engine folder too. Show static meshes, show skeletal meshes, and show blueprint actors lets you control which types of assets appear in the selection list. If you disable all three, the list will be empty. Now we have alignment options. Reset transform, align distance, and align position. Reset transform sets all transform values to 0 when loading an asset. Align distance adjusts the asset's distance from the camera. Align position centers it vertically and horizontally. For example, if we disable all alignment options and load the BP sphere, its transform stays as it was. As you can see, we cannot see the sphere right now because the transform stayed as it was before. But somewhere in the distance, here it is. If we enable reset transform and load the pistol, the transform resets, meaning the transform is 0 right now. If we enable align distance and load the pistol again, the distance from the camera will be calculated. If we enable align position again, that ensures perfect centering. You might turn off alignment options when creating a consistent set of icons, but in the most cases, having them on is helpful. When Align Capture to Texture is enabled, changing the texture resolution automatically updates the capture resolution to match. Background color option changes the preview color of the viewport background. Please note that the icons created will still have transparent background. Save Settings button saves the current configuration excluding the selected asset, including options, transform, and capture settings. So we just save the settings. Now if we stop the project and restart it, you can see that all the settings stay the same. And of course there is a reset setting button which resets everything to default values. If we restart the project, as we can see, the settings are with their default values. And that's the full walkthrough of the simple icon creator project. I hope this tool helps you streamline your icon creation process and adds polish to your projects. If you have suggestions for improvement, feel free to reach out. And if you found it helpful, consider leaving a positive rating on the Fab Store to help others discover it too. Thanks for watching and happy developing!